Confidence is not something our kids either have or don't have. It's something that is built slowly, intentionally over time. And as parents, we have more power in that building process than we sometimes realize. Today, I want to talk about confidence, specifically for autistic and neurodivergent kids, not the surface level kind that comes from being told you're great, but the deep rooted kind that helps kids try something new, introduce themselves to someone they don't know, and hold their ground when someone tries to make them feel less than. That kind of confidence doesn't just appear, it is built through experiences, through support, and through messages that we send our children, both out loud and in quiet moments in between. Here is how parents can help build that. Let's start with identity. Before a child can feel confident in the world, they need to feel confident in who they are. And that starts with how we talk about their diagnosis and their differences at home. If your child grows up hearing their differences described as challenges, deficits, and things to be fixed, that is how they will view and see themselves. But if they grow up hearing that their brain works differently, not wrong, just different, and that those differences come with real strengths that becomes the foundation everything else is built on. Talk to your child about who they are in an honest and affirming language. Name their strengths specifically, not just you are great, but the way you notice details that other people miss is something that is really special, or the way you care about the things you love is one of my favorite things about you. Specific affirmations, they land deeper than general praises. Now, when the world sends them a message that contradicts that, and it will happen, they have something solid to come back to. And identity that was built at home before anyone outside tried to tear it down. Now, confidence is not built in big dramatic moments. It is built in small ones. And as parents, we have the ability to create those moments intentionally. Think about what your child finds hard right now. Maybe it is introducing themselves to someone new. Maybe it's ordering their own food at a restaurant. Maybe it's joining a group activity or speaking up when something doesn't feel right. Start small and practice at home first. Role play that conversation before it happens in real life. Let them try and stumble in a safe environment before they face it in the world. And when they do it, even imperfectly, celebrate it out loud. Made eye contact with the cashier? Celebrate it. Said hello first? Let's celebrate that. Tried something new even though they were nervous? Celebrate it. Every small win builds the evidence your child needs to believe they can do hard things. And over time, that evidence becomes confidence. One of the biggest confidence builders for neurodivergent kids is knowing they have the tools to connect with other people, even when it feels really uncomfortable. The social piece, it doesn't have to be complicated. Teach your child a few simple conversation starters they can keep in their back pocket. Something like, hi, I'm such and such. What's your name? Or I like your, it could be dress or your shirt. Where did you get that from? Simple, low pressure, something to say when their mind just goes blank. Remind them that a conversation doesn't have to be long or perfect to be meaningful. A short, genuine exchange is enough. And not every person they meet has to become their friend. Some interactions are just practice. The more opportunity your child has to practice connecting with others in structured environments, in familiar settings, with your support nearby, the more natural it starts to feel for them, and natural starts to feel like confidence. Now, let's help them handle the hard moments. This is the piece that matters most when it comes to building lasting confidence, helping your child develop the tools to handle it when someone mocks their differences, excludes them, or tries to make them feel small or less than. Because it will happen. And we, as parents and caregivers, cannot always be there when it does. What we can do is prepare them, talk them through scenarios at home. What would you do if someone said something unkind about the way you talk? What would you say if someone left you out on purpose? Not to scare them, but to give them a plan before they need one. Help them find a response that holds their dignity without escalating the situation. Something calm and firm, like, that's not something I'm going to engage with, and then just walking away. Teach them that choosing not to respond is not weakness, it is often wisdom. And it takes far more strength than firing back. And teach them this truth. What someone says about them in a moment of cruelty is not a reflection of their worth. It is a reflection of that person's character. Help them to separate the two. The separation is one of the most powerful confidence tools they will ever have. Now, building confidence in a neurodivergent and autistic child is not a one-time conversation. It is daily practice. And here is what that will look like. Affirm specifically and often, not just good job, but I notice how you handled that. That took courage. Let them struggle a little. Confidence comes from doing hard things, not from having hard things removed. Resist the urge to fix everything immediately. Let them try first. I know this is a hard one, but it's necessary. Model it yourself. Let your child see you try something new, make a mistake, and keep going. That normalizes the whole process. Create low pressure opportunities to practice. Social skill groups, extracurricular activities, community programs, structured environments where your child can practice connecting with others safely. Remind them of their wins. Keep a running list, mental or written, of the hard things your child has done. When they are struggling, remind them of what they have already overcome. Evidence of past courage builds future confidence. Now, confidence is not the absence of fear or uncertainty. It is the belief that you can handle what comes, even when it is hard, even when someone tries to make you feel small, even when you walk into a room full of people that you do not know. That belief is built at home in the daily affirmations, the small wins, the hard conversations, the role plays, and the steady presence of a parent who keeps showing up again and again. You are building something in your child that the world cannot take from them. Keep going. Just keep going. If this resonates with you, share with a parent who needs it. And in the next video, we are going to go even deeper into this topic. So make sure you subscribe and you don't miss it. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.